Friends, yes, that is correct. We are here today creating brand new flavors of Sod Buster Juniors here at my channel, JohnKlahr. And this one here, well, this is the new watermelon flavor that we just created, and it started out as a sky blue bone crandall jig Sod Buster Junior. And you can see every step of how we did that in this video right here. Look at my playlist and find this video if you want to see how to make this watermelon flavor Sod Buster Junior. And we also have another video making this one here, the burnt cactus bone. And boy, that really turned out nice, I think. And you can see that video here if you want to see step by step how to make that burnt cactus. But today we have one more sky blue bone Sod Buster Junior, and we're getting ready to dye this a whole new flavor. All right, so let's break out the supplies and get started. First up, I got me some Rip Cherry Red dye, R-I-T, Cherry Red. So we're going to check that out and see what kind of job that does. I'm hoping to make some kind of purple passion fruit, maybe. So, got 2 pans with paper towels in between. So if you see my last video, I made a heck of a mess. Got that dye all over the place because we got a hole in the pan, and I really didn't want to repeat that. So this time I got 2 pans with paper towels in between them, and that'll keep us from making a mess. Alright, also got some paper towels up there. And, oh, almost forgot. Let me tell you about this knife here. This is the Sod Buster Junior Halloween special. And if you want to win this knife, all you got to do is take a photo of you carving a pumpkin with your favorite knife and send that to me at klahrpar@icloud.com. And we're going to have a photo contest. Everybody's going to vote on it and get a chance to win that knife. Pretty cool, huh? So don't miss out on that. Alright, so we got some water. I got a little Dawn in there. And spoon. And I got my tongs right here. That way we don't get anything on our hands. I got a rag over there to the side. So let's go ahead and get this cherry red dye. And we're going to open that up, break that seal. And it looks a little thick, I think. We might need to shake that up a little bit. Looks like there's still some solids in there. So let me put that back on here. Get that lid on tight. And we're going to shake that baby up. Get it all mixed up good. Alright. I already got some on my finger, but a little bit's not going to hurt anybody. So I don't know how many ounces we're supposed to add. I just pour it in there till I think it looks right. And this stuff looks pretty potent. So I think that'll be enough. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to take this over to the microwave, and I'm going to watch it through the window of the microwave until it comes to a boil. As soon as I start seeing some bubbles in it, I know it's plenty hot. Usually takes about 3 minutes or so. So let me get everything ready here. I'm going to put down some paper towels because I need a place to put my spoon so I don't make a mess. I don't want to get dye all over everything like I did last time. Let's put the knife in here. We stand it up like that so the dye gets on both sides of the knife, nice and even. And we'll put the spoon in there. And we're going to go put it in the microwave. Man, that looks like blood, don't it? Oh, man. Spilling it already. Alright, get a towel. Clean that up. I told myself I wasn't going to make a mess this time, but I think anytime you're trying very hard not to make a mess, well, I think that's when you make a mess. And in this case, it's going to be a bloody mess, huh? Just in time for Halloween. Alright, put that there. Put our tongs on there. And let's go put this in the microwave and get it good and hot. While we're waiting for that to heat up, please take a moment to like this video and subscribe to the channel and share it to any of your friends who might like similar content. Okay? Helps the channel out. Huge. Alright, so didn't go so great. I was watching through the window for it to boil, and instead of it having little bubbles, it just made one big bubble. So my microwave is that color inside right now. I mean, it is pouring out the edge, so I'm going to have to go clean that up. I won't do that on camera, but we're going to let this soak. And time lapse, I'm back. Cleaned up the microwave, and let's check this out. It's getting dark pretty quick. This cherry red is soaking in way faster than the yellow. Look at that. Wow, it's only been in there seconds. So let me go wash this off and stop that dye because it's darker than I wanted already. Alright, so here's a knife. Let me clean all this up and be back in a second to showcase that after I finish cleaning up the mess and dispose of this stuff. And as you can see, I got it all over my hands. I didn't wear gloves. I should have wore gloves, but you know, all the proper planning in the world does not save you. Alright, but you want to see the knife? Let's check out the knife. Is it going to be as good as the watermelon? I don't know. Let's see. And here she is. Alright, a lot darker than I thought it was going to be. But it's lighter on this side, isn't it? Darker on that side. So, I don't know, looks good. But we still got all those rust spots on the blade. That came from Case that way. So, still got to clean it up. We still got to oil it. So it's still not done. It's going to look a lot different after we get it all cleaned up and oiled. It's going to put a little bit more gloss on it. So let's go ahead and get my case paste. And this, we had to do this to the watermelon one too. And we're going to use that case paste to clean all those little spots of rust off the blade. What happened, I think, with these knives is somebody, before they made them, did a carbon steel knives on the sanding station. So all that grit from the carbon steel got on these stainless steel blades, and that dust started rusting once we soaked it in the peroxide in order to bleach out the bone and get them ready to dye. So they didn't come out of the box that way, but after we had put them in the peroxide, they got little tiny rust spots all over it. All right, and similar. Yeah, got my finger. All right, not too bad. Yeah, not too bad. All right, let's see here. So let's get the strop and let's get it off of the edge, because these things had a horrible grind on them too, almost like a. Hold on, I gotta go find a Band-Aid. Hang tight a minute. Subscribe and share it if you haven't while I get a Band-Aid on my finger, okay? Take advantage of that minute. Thank you. Alright. So we are ready to strop this. I got a little bit of compound. It's not really loaded down, but it should be good enough to clean that side up a little bit. There's my fingertip bandage. And we're going to do, half a dozen or so on each side. On the side of the strop that's got a little bit of compound on it. And just try to work off any burrs. The watermelon one, we're going to have to put that one on the halfstone. And I'm probably going to put this one on there too and put a mirror polish edge on it, since these are going to be kind of little show knives. But we're not going to do that in this video. So let's go ahead and put that away. And just for shits and giggles, let's see how sharp it got. Not too bad. Yeah, this one turned a lot better than the watermelon one. Or maybe not. Yeah, I can still feel that heavy grind in there. I don't know if you can see it or not. See? Looks like a saw. So, anyway, we're going to take some of my One Angry Kid knife oil and soak this thing down good. And, I mean, yeah, I apply it very liberally because I got an endless supply of it. And I don't want this knife to rust, and I want it completely lubricated. You know, one thing is these Sod Busters always come a little stiff, and you got to work them in. So I just get plenty of oil in there and just work them back and forth, open and closing about 50 times while I'm watching TV, and that usually breaks them in. And I got this in fast forward, just in case you're wondering. But anyway, let's take a look at this thing now that we got it oiled and the blade cleaned up and the back spacer and the little arrow shield. We got all that rust, or at least 99% of it, off. Looks like there might still be a little bit still in the nail nick, but I don't know. I think we're going to call this one grape jelly, maybe? Or grape juice? Grape now later? I don't know. I think it looks pretty good. That's a nice purple. And I like the crandall jigging on these. But anyway, so now we got watermelon and grape. Our two new flavors. Pretty cool. I'll do another video later and lay out all the Sod Busters so you can see all the different colors I have in my modest collection. But I now have two more. Two new flavors, watermelon and jelly, huh? Pretty cool, if I do say so myself. What do you think? You think they turned out nice? See, the watermelon doesn't have as much yellow on this side. And I don't know, maybe I should put a little bit of, maybe some watermelon seeds on that watermelon. A little bit of black, maybe, little black spots. Fill in the jigging. You know, just go in that crandall jigging and put a couple watermelon seeds. Tell me, what do you think? I don't think I'm going to burn these like I did the cactus bone. I don't think it's appropriate. I think they look better with the bright fruit colors there. Well, anyway, thanks for watching my video, and y'all be safe out there, okay? Have a good one.